I just wanna show you off, I don't wanna do you wrong. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the flies of them all? I get money when I want, I can f her if I want. Maybe you can take it off, I'm not a DJ.
From 2 planets away, I got my drink, I got my music, I would share it, but today bitch don't kill my vibe, bitch don't kill my vibe, bitch don't kill my vibe, bitch don't kill my vibe. Look inside of my soul and you can find gold in it.
You know, if you like pina coladas. All right, let's get to it. Okay, so we're gonna work on this because I look like a hot mess. First, we're gonna go in with the Monistat primer. I've been loving this because it just basically just gives you a nice even base, minimizes your pores, and keeps the makeup on. I know you think it's crazy, but it really works. Such a creamy feeling. This is Monistat Complete Care Chafing Relief Powder Gel. I'm not gonna do a full face foundation. I did a little bit of spot correcting and some brows off camera. Glam Glow Glowstarter tinted moisturizer just to give my skin a more even finish. It's like, and this smells like candy, like Smarties. To a nice luminosity, I love that. And for this pineapple makeup look, so I want to look luminous. The Morphe M429, like I always do. I'm gonna stipple that in. I feel like I don't have enough coverage. Like, look at that, ew. True Blue Best Friend, NARS, Radiant Creamy Concealer. I'm just gonna spot it in and lightly set it. That way you don't have to have base all over your face. Some people prefer foundation everywhere. I don't, but if I have spots, I have no choice. So I'm just spot correcting with the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. Just take my foundation brush, put it in the lid. I'm just gonna set where I spot corrected so that that stays. Focusing on the eyes. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to spray with this Clinique Moisture Surge Face Spray. It just gives you more of that healthy, natural glow from within. And I have to work on these guys. Look at this. Enough luggage to take me to London over here. HD Concealer in the shade CW04. I believe it's like beige. Just gonna go in with very little where I have dark spots on the bridge of my nose. Here, if you put a little concealer right over here on the days that you don't feel like making that whole triangle, it will give you a more wide awake appearance. G2 by Morphe. And then in the middle, what I do is I take my index fingers and I make sure I get what the brush couldn't get. And that'll bring all the focus to the center of the face where you want it. Then we're gonna set it right away. Again, I'll go in with the Coty Airspun. Get this at your local Walmart for about $4.99. And I'll also do my contour line. Or I will dust it all off later. Prime my lids with the Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion. Today I wanted to go into this beautiful palette. It's an oldie but goodie, the Urban Decay Full Spectrum Palette. A lot of people said they didn't like it. I love it. A color from the bronzer I'm going to be using today inside this e.l.f. palette. And I'm going to take that warmest color in the quad right there. Whoops, I don't want to blind you guys. Above my transition, which this is going to be the transition shade. It just goes right above your crease and you're just going to buff it out. Beautiful that looks if I were to just leave that right there. But I'm not. Bronzer will do. So if you're lighter than me, go in with your kind of bronzer, the bronzer you use on your cheeks. I'm using the full spectrum brush that came with the palette. And I am going to take this crease side and I am going to go into this shade 100. It's this green right here. Taking that into my crease. I'm just going with this, guys. So we're doing this together. Very minimal fallout. The color's going right on, blending out beautifully with the transition shade. I'm gonna blend it out with the fluffy side of the brush. Right here. And I'm just gonna lay that right in the corner, going more into the lid. Let's do it again, go into mean. We can build it up a little. I love this color, it's beautiful. Then we are going to go into this color 100. It's like the more olivey green. Right here with the crease side of the brush. Blend it out with the fluffy side. Keep blending. You know what? You can even go in with that blending brush that you might have used for your bronzer. That's what I'm gonna do. Okay. We can clean this up with a makeup wipe if need be. I'm not even saying we need to yet. My NYX Cottage Cheese number 608. It's just like milk that I use, only it has more of a shimmer, like a sheen. Oh, the sun is making this crazy. Can you guys see that? Okay. Apply that all over the lid so that the yellow will definitely show up. Put an eyeshadow primer, that makes the color stick. But this white is gonna make the yellow pop. Spray my brush just in case. Blind you guys. And we're just gonna tape that on top of that white. It doesn't have any fallout though. Let me know if you guys see any fallout from this palette or what you feel about this palette if you have it. That fluorescent green, which was called Mean. Tap it off, and I'm gonna blend where I laid that shadow. I'm gonna go back into Mean, tap it off. Especially concentrating right here because we want the colors to be a gradient, but we don't want them to look like color on top of color. We want it to blend beautifully. Every time I wear this shirt, it's supposed to sit right here. It goes up here. It's like, ah. I'm gonna go back into this in a little bit, so hold on tight. Don't put it away. Lip, it's called the MD Measurable Matte Lip Cream. I'm going in this green color on this angled brush. And I'm gonna go right here and slowly put it right above my lash line. If you're a beginner doing wing liner, an angled brush is definitely, and a gel or a liquid lip is definitely the best starting point because you have so much control on an angled brush, a full-size angled brush. But you want to make sure it has a very small tip. You see, just like that. Yo, this eye look is bomb. Clean up right here. Remove the bake that we did before if there's any left over. Morphe M438 brush. And I just remove all this bake. It just is the perfect to just wipe that bake. And then down here. Oh, I hope the lighting's good. It's so dark outside. A big fluffy brush, which will cover the whole area. I used to use like this kind of brush, and I still do, but now this I just find this so much easier. You just take it into the color you want to contour with, and it covers that whole area for you. It makes it so much quicker, and it's mistake proof. Look at this. You're not gonna have any harsh lines because you're pretty much making it look like a bronzy natural thing. Just make sure you get your forehead, your contour line. Look at that, it's just so easy. Sometimes if I want a more chiseled look, I'll take a more chiseled brush like this or like a smaller brush and I'll get in up here. But I'm just looking for a bronzy regular glow to make my face have more dimension. I'm not looking for anything crazy. And this is a great contour palette. This is the e.l.f. Contour palette and it has this quad and I just think it's perfect. Going with the Pixie. The Aurora palette, this greenish color right here, which is called Helia. And we're gonna apply it to the high points of our cheeks. Highlight is litified. I feel like $1 million, but we're gonna go down the bridge of our nose. Like, sorry guys for blinding you, but yeah. This is what the Aurora Glow Kit does to you. And you know, like the Aurora Glow Kit is one of those palettes that I don't take out often because I got new ones and this is so intense and I'm always going to work. I surely can't rock this one to work. So I forget about it, but can you just see that? Yeah. Fan brush. You know, I don't have any lines. I don't want to accentuate my texture. I'm living for this. You guys would too. I say if you have to make a choice between the Aurora Glow Kit and the new Dream palette. I haven't tried the Dream palette, but I watch swatch videos. I mean, I would definitely get this. This is just out of control. Real Techniques detailing brush. I'm going to go back into Helia, which is the bottom shade right there, the greenish color. And I'm going to take it to my brow bone. Take my finger just to make sure that it looks good. Nice, we're almost done. Morphe E36 pencil brush. We are going into the color that we originally started with, this fluorescent green. And we're gonna take it to our lower lash. And kind of have it meet with that wing. Can you guys see what I'm doing? Put it in your waterline, don't worry.
This is gonna make our eyes just like...
Woo! Love doing that. I'm gonna put it in the middle, right here. Do it again on the other eye. And down as well. But just in the middle. Okay, we are going to add mascara. For the top lashes, I'm going in with the Maybelline Colossal mascara. This is where you guys can add falsies. I'm not going to. Anybody going on some big summer vacation? I feel like I'm on a vacation all the time because I live in Florida and work at Disney. But I'd love to go to Greece and I'd love to go to Italy. Other than that, I'm good in good old Florida. For the lower lashes, I'm going into this tried but true. If I do my lower lashes, I always go in with the L'Oreal Voluminous Mango Rock. It has such a small applicator for doing your lower lashes. Look at that applicator. Do you guys see that? There we go. That's perfect. And we're gonna... You could even take the applicator like this and go like this. Neon corally pinky color to match my top. I normally wouldn't be comfortable wearing a color like this, even though I'm a crazy kind of gal. I'm doing it today. These have the consistency of the NYX matte lip cream. I'm gonna amp up that brow bone a little bit. I'm going in with MAC Vanilla Pigment. It has like a golden yellow undertone. See how that does that? It's magic. This vanilla pigment is everything, and I swear I'll be 90 by the time I use it. I've barely even used any of it, and I have used it, so these pigments last forever. And then I'm gonna just take my finger, my trusty finger, my best tool that I own. This is the finished look. Oh, we have to spray. I just want to wait until the mascara dried down. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Love you. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in my next video.